2 summers ago, my neighbor asked me if I'd hired a professional lawn service. I hadn't. What I'd done was dump something on my yard that most lawn care channels will never tell you about because there's no money in it for them. It cost me less than the price of a fast food combo meal. And in under 3 weeks, my grass went from embarrassing thin patches and pale yellow spots to a carpet so dense my kids started calling it the golf course. Now, here's the part that's going to bother some people. The fertilizer industry does not want you mixing this at home, not because it's dangerous, not because it doesn't work, but because once you see what happens to your lawn after 2 applications, you will never buy another bag of granular fertilizer again. And that, my friend, is bad for business. Let me back up for a second. I want you to understand where I was before this because it matters. For the better part of 15 years, I did everything the internet told me to do. I aided in the fall. I overseeded every September like clockwork. I dropped pre-emergent in March. I bought the premium fertilizer, the stuff in the black and gold bag that costs twice as much as the generic. And I watered on a schedule that would make a sprinkler company proud. And you know what? I had a lawn that looked okay, just okay, not great, not terrible. The kind of lawn where nobody compliments it and nobody complains about it. It just existed. Average. Forgettable. And that drove me absolutely crazy because I was spending real money and real weekends on this thing. Then one winter, I fell down a research rabbit hole. I wasn't even looking for lawn tips. I was reading about regenerative farming practices, the stuff organic farmers use to rebuild depleted crop soil without chemicals. And buried inside a university agricultural extension paper from 1947, I found a paragraph that stopped me cold. It described a liquid soil drench that groundskeepers at 2 private estates in Virginia had been using since the early 1930s. The paper noted that turf treated with this drench showed root depth nearly double that of turf treated with ammonium sulfate alone. Double the root depth with a homemade liquid that cost almost nothing to make. I read that line 3 times. Then I started digging deeper. Here's what I eventually understood. And once you get this, everything else clicks into place. We've all been trained to think of our lawn as a plant that needs feeding. You see yellow grass, you think it's hungry, so you go buy a bag of nitrogen and dump it on top. And yes, the grass greens up for about 10 days. Then it fades, and you're back to square one. Except now. Except now your wallet is lighter, and your soil is worse. And your soil is worse off than before. The reason that cycle never ends is because you're treating the symptom, not the cause. The real engine behind a thick, healthy, deeply green lawn is not the grass itself. It's the billions of microscopic organisms living in the top 4 inches of your soil. Living in the top 4 inches of your soil. Bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes. These tiny creatures break down organic material and convert it into the exact nutrients grass roots can actually absorb. But here's the problem. Every time you pour synthetic fertilizer on your lawn, the salts in that product are quietly killing the very organisms that make the whole system work. You're getting a short-term visual result at the cost of long-term soil health. It's like drinking an energy drink every morning instead of sleeping. Sure, you feel awake for 2 hours, but your body is falling apart underneath. The homemade fertilizer I'm about to show you flips that entire model. Instead of feeding the grass and ignoring the soil, you feed the soil and let it feed the grass. That's the shift. It's simple. It's backed by decades of soil science, and it works so well that once you see the results, you'll wonder why you ever did it the other way. All right, let's get into the actual recipe. 5 ingredients, every single one available at a regular grocery store or pharmacy. Total cost is somewhere between $3 and $6 depending on where you live, and one batch will treat your entire lawn multiple times. Ingredient number 1, 1 can of regular cola. Not diet, not zero sugar. Regular classic cola. The sugar and phosphoric acid in cola are an instant energy source for soil bacteria. Those microbes metabolize simple sugars faster than almost anything else you can give them. You're essentially ringing a dinner bell underground. Any store brand works. Don't waste money on name brand. The microbes don't care about branding. Ingredient number 2, 1 cup of plain white vinegar. Vinegar is a mild organic acid. When diluted and applied to the soil, it helps break down thatch. Now, this is the part where people mess up and then blame the recipe. You cannot pour this concentrate directly onto your lawn. You will burn your grass. You will damage the very microbes you're trying to help. And then you'll leave a comment saying it doesn't work. So pay attention here. Get yourself a hose sprayer. They cost about $10 to $15 at any hardware store. Pour the concentrate into the sprayer reservoir. Set the dial to the lowest dilution setting your sprayer offers. Most sprayers have a setting around 1 to 2 ounces per gallon of water. Use that. When you turn on the hose, the sprayer automatically mixes a small amount of concentrate with a large volume of water as it sprays. That heavy dilution is exactly what the soil biology needs. A gentle, even feeding across the entire lawn. Walk at a steady pace, left to right, overlapping slightly, like you're spray painting a wall. Do not stop and soak one area. You want light, consistent coverage. One full sprayer load of concentrate should cover roughly 2,000 to 2,500 square feet. If your lawn is bigger, mix a second batch. Timing matters. Apply either early in the morning before the sun gets intense or in the evening after the heat breaks. Somewhere between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the morning or after 6 o'clock in the evening works best. Midday sun will evaporate the active ingredients off the blades before they have a chance to soak down to the root zone after you spray. Water lightly about 10 to 15 minutes with your sprinkler. Let me save you from the 3 biggest mistakes I see people make with this method. Mistake number 1, using too much. I've gotten messages from people who figured if 1 cup of each ingredient is good, 3 cups must be better. It doesn't work that way. Over-concentrating the tonic can acidify the soil too much, especially the vinegar and cola components. Stick to the ratios. The recipe is calibrated to feed the microbes, not overwhelm them. Mistake number 2, applying on a brand new lawn. If you just laid fresh sod or seeded 2 weeks ago, hold off. Young grass and freshly developing roots need time to establish before you start introducing biological stimulants. Wait until you've mowed at least 3 times before applying your first round. That tells you the grass is established enough to handle it. Mistake number 3, ignoring your mowing height. This one has nothing to do with the tonic, but it will sabotage your results if you get it wrong. If you're cutting your grass shorter than 3 inches, you're exposing the soil to direct sunlight, which dries it out and kills surface microbes. Raise your mower deck. For cool season grasses, mow at 3.5 to 4 inches. For warm season grasses, 2.5 to 3 inches. Taller grass creates a canopy that shades the soil, holds moisture, and protects the microbial ecosystem you're building. And one more thing, while we're here, stop begging your clippings. Seriously, those clippings are free organic material. They decompose on the lawn surface and feed the soil biology in exactly the same way this tonic does. When you bag clippings and throw them away, you're literally removing nutrition from your lawn and then wondering why it's struggling. Leave them. Let them work. Now, here's the finishing move I promised you. This is what takes a green lawn and turns it into that dark, almost blue-green shade you see on championship golf courses. Once a month, on a separate day from your regular tonic application, add 1 ingredient to your sprayer: humic acid. You can find liquid humic acid at any garden center or online. The sports field industry knows about it, and that bottle will last you an entire season. Humic acid is not a fertilizer. It doesn't feed the grass directly. What it does is supercharge the soil's ability to hold and transfer nutrients. Think of it as an upgrade to the soil's operating system. It increases cation exchange capacity, which is a fancy way of saying it helps the soil grab onto nutrients and make them available to roots instead of letting them wash away with the next rain. 2 ounces of liquid humic acid in your hose and sprayer, diluted and applied the same way as the tonic. Within 10 days, you'll see the color shift. The green deepens. The blades look richer. It's subtle at first, but unmistakable by the second month. Old-school turf managers have used humic substances for decades. The golf course industry knows about it. The sports field industry knows about it. The synthetic fertilizer industry would rather you didn't, because once your soil is functioning at that level, their products become almost unnecessary.